In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to use the Cinema 4D motor for dynamic and procedural rotation. We'll start with the classic dynamic setup, then look at a simpler, non-dynamic approach, and finish with options for animating multiple clones. The goal is to help you pick the right method for your scene while keeping everything predictable and easy to control. First, for a dynamic simulation, think in terms of two objects, a rotation object, which will move, and a base object, which stays put. Position them where they should pivot, and make sure the axis of the rotating object is exactly where you want the hinge to be. If needed, use the axis tool to line this up before connecting anything. Good axis alignment now will save you a lot of troubleshooting later. Next, add a hinge connector to link the rotating object to the base. Align the connector so its axis matches the direction you want to rotate, X, Y, or Z. The connector is what defines the allowed movement, so its orientation is crucial. Once the hinge is in place, add a motor tag to drive the rotation. The motor tag works hand in hand with the connector to spin the object around the hinge. To control how fast it spins, increase the speed parameter in the motor tag. Higher values give you a faster continuous rotation. If you need a bit of push at the start, say your object feels heavy at rest, use torque to give it that initial kick. Think of speed as the target pace and torquey as the muscle that helps it get going. Play the timeline to see the rotation in action and adjust speed and torque until it feels right. If you want the opposite direction, simply use a negative speed value. If you don't need dynamics, for example, there's no collisions or physical interactions, use the motor tag as a procedural animator on a single object. This gives you steady, repeatable rotation without the unpredictability of a simulation. It's perfect for things like fans, dials, or wheels where you just want clean, reliable motion. Drop the tag on the object, set the speed, and you're done. For more complex setups with many objects, consider effectors. The time effector can drive continuous rotation across clones, while the random effector can introduce subtle variations so not everything spins identically. This is a great way to add interest and avoid a mechanical look. To recap, hinge plus motor for dynamic rotation, motor alone for simple procedural spinning, and effectors for clone-based variety. Choose the method that matches your scene, align your axes carefully, and tweak speed and torque to dial in the feel.